Who would have thought that we'd still be playing GTA Online over a decade after it released? The game has changed so many times throughout its existence, and it's definitely fair to say that the game is way past its peak. But does that mean that the game is no longer worth playing? Maybe, but it's more complicated than that. There are so many factors that determine if GTA Online is still worth your time, such as new updates and even your playstyle. So if you're looking to come back to the game after a while away, or even if you have been active but are just losing interest, let's derive all the factors and find out if GTA Online is worth playing in 2025. The first thing I want to discuss is content updates. Despite the game's age, it still receives major content updates regularly. In fact, GTA Online receives 2 big content updates every single year, which brings new businesses, properties, vehicles, weapons, and all new ways to play the game and make money. The latest update was introduced in June, meaning that we are due another update in the latter months of the year. And of course, leaks and rumours have emerged, which have revealed that mansions are finally coming to the game. Something that we have all been wanting for years, and now we are finally getting it. But not only will this update bring new content, but it also provides motive so that you'll be able to afford whatever the new update brings. Because I have a feeling that with this new mansions update, we are going to need a lot of money just to be able to afford the base property. So the constant stream of content updates and the gaps in between them provide hours and hours of activity to keep you playing. Whether that being grinding in preparation, or just buying and enjoying everything that the new update brings. However, in recent times, these content updates have become lackluster in many people's eyes. Mainly due to the fact that Rockstar have all their assets into the development of GTA 6. But these updates are still introducing content that is worth consuming. And on top of that, even if the content is slightly lackluster, they do still just give us something to do as we wait for the arrival of GTA 6. But GTA Online receives more than just the 2 yearly updates. In fact, the game also receives updates every single week. But instead of new content, we receive money bonuses, such as triple and double money, discounts on vehicles and properties, and things like time trials and the priority file are refreshed every single week as well. All that and much more occurs every single week in GTA Online. And this cycle is key to keeping players playing, as triple cash and XP payouts and all the other bonuses encourage players to grind the game repeatedly to make more cash. The weekly update system really is a good way of encouraging players to try a variety of different content by making these different businesses and missions all have increased payouts so that you switch between them every week. So, if you are looking for a game that you can constantly play whilst doing many different activities that are all unique from one another, then this game is definitely still worth it for you. And for those of you who have just become bored of the game at this point, I encourage you to just change what you do based on these weekly updates so that you can keep yourself entertained and engaged. And if you do this, I guarantee you will still be having a good time, even though you are playing the same game you have for over a decade. But moving on, and something else that is crucial for your enjoyment of the game in this era is your playstyle. As the way the game works nowadays, it definitely favours certain playstyles over others. And the people who will play GTA Online the most is definitely the grinder, as Online has an almost infinite catalogue of vehicles and properties that are worth possessing. And no matter how long you have played the game, there is always something that you will aim to get. Then after, you move on to the next item, and the cycle repeats itself. GTA Online is built for the grinder, especially with the way the update system works. The constant weekly updates encourages players to grind different activities, as well as both the 2 big yearly updates and all the time in between them. There is a seemingly never-ending stream of content that requires grinding. The grinder is the player that thrives in GTA Online, as the game is built to accommodate them. So if you're a player who likes to grind, then this is one of the best games out there for you. And for those of you who are just getting sick of the constant GTA grind, just keep in mind that these new updates that come out all the time will always bring more content for you to purchase. The other playstyle that will thrive is the player who hops on just every now and then to have fun, whether with friends or alone. GTA Online offers some of the most fun you can have in all of gaming. And there are so many people out there whose favourite memories in all of gaming come from just pissing about in GTA Online. There are so many fun vehicles and weapons to be tried out, so many races and stunts to be completed, so many ways
to massacre the population.
The possibilities are endless. And still today, in 2025, GTA Online still provides endless opportunities to mess around and have fun in the game. So if you're a casual player who doesn't want to play the game constantly, but just mess around for a while, then GTA Online is definitely an option that is worth your time. On a more solemn note, something else worth consideration is the upcoming introduction of age verification into GTA Online. As part of the new Online Safety Act, players under the age of 18 will have to verify their age in order to access certain aspects of online, or potentially, they could be completely prohibited from playing online altogether. So, if you are someone that is under the age of 18, or are just outright unwilling to present your personal information, I would highly encourage you to play GTA Online whilst you still can, because the future of the game with this new legislation is uncertain, and we have no real idea of what is to come. So yeah, just make sure to play the game whilst you still have the opportunity to, because it's very possible that within the next few months you will be unable to access it completely, or with just certain features prohibited. We really don't know. But moving on, and something else worth mentioning is what it's actually like to play the game at the moment. And I'm not necessarily talking about gameplay, as that is the same as it always has been, but I'm talking about what it's actually like to play in public servers. If you're on PC, I wouldn't even bother playing in a public session, as the lobbies are just always full of modders, which just makes everything so infuriating because you just can't get anything done. But putting that to the side, and players are similar to what they were before. As always, you will have a few friendly ones, but then you will also encounter the fatherless basement dwellers who would eviscerate you even if you're just minding your own business. In terms of griefing, and it's about the same as you've come to expect from a GTA lobby. I wouldn't even bother trying to sell something unless you want to be swarmed by a bunch of 10-year-olds on their Mark IIs. Funnily enough, I think GTA Online is best played in a private session. Yes, that's right, the online game is best played alone. You just get more done without having to worry about being griefed. And it's just a more peaceful experience all round. Whenever I play GTA, I always go into a solo lobby, and I much prefer it. Especially from a grinder's point of view, as you have the freedom to run and sell all of your businesses without the stress of other players. If you enjoy PvP, then public sessions are 100% the place for you, as you can pick a fight with almost anyone. Just beware that there is an abundance of toxic degenerates who will do anything just to get one up on you. So yeah, no matter if you're playing in a public or a solo session, there are still many different ways of having fun, which definitely contributes to making the game worthwhile. So overall, is GTA Online still worth playing in 2025? For me, I would have to say yes. I just think that even though I've played the game so much, I still find enjoyment from it. And it gives me something that no other game can provide. All of the things that I have mentioned in this video are crucial aspects which have prolonged my enjoyment of the game, and I assume that that's the case with many others. But I understand that the game isn't for everyone, and that's okay. We all want to spend our spare time in different ways, but I highly encourage you to try GTA Online again, just to see what you think about it. Because who knows, you might get hooked and start playing the game non-stop. But that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Do you still play the game? If so, why do you? And if not, why don't you? If you have enjoyed, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for 700 subscribers. But now, let's push on and try and hit 1000 by the end of the year. And as always, all of your support is very much appreciated. And as always, I really do hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I do hope that you continue to support me. But with all that being said, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.